So Josh and I are playing a game of 40K where we set up according to the actual rules, using the terrain rules in the book. And we're going to place our objective markers as we're playing the Emperor's Will. And playing the Handwall and Anvil deployment, so we're...
Hammer.
You know,
Hammer and anvil.
Yeah. Ham and anvil deployment. So, someone will be over there, someone will be over there. Actually, I've chosen over there, because I rolled to the zone first. And then we'll roll to see later on who sets up first. Be awesome, I'm sure. Stay tuned. Alright, so Josh has won the roll to choose who sets up first. And he is setting up second, deferring the choice to me. This should be interesting. Looking forward to this. I'm playing my Grey Knights versus his Orcs. His new list.
As per usual.
1750. So we'll come back after we're set up on my side, and then we'll watch his setup carefully. Alright, so I've deployed my troops. We have our two Rifleman Dread, or Cycleman Dreads, as they're called. I have my Razorback here with the Cybolt ammunition, making it strength 6. We've got the Inquisitor in the center there with her little hammer. Librarian cowardly hiding behind, because that's what characters do nowadays. Get the absolute back of the unit, because, you know, that's what the rules say. Then half my Terminator squad with the Justicar in there. The other half is waiting for Deep Strike. We have a full squad in the Rhino of 10 Marines. So there are 2 side cannons inside there. We have a combat squad up top. Inside here we have our Purgation squad, which is still on the ride of one of the tactical strike squads, rather. And this entire force, besides the 3 squads that are in, 2 squads that are in reserve for Deep Strike, is facing off against that giant F-off horde of crap.
But you like orcs. They're funsies.
They are. He is starting off, looks like he's going to try to do the can wall, delicious goodness there, and that will suck testes.
Ooh, let's actually leave. Yeah, okay, let's.
So.
Yeah, I'm still setting up, so.
Yeah, we'll set up and we'll come back to that.
He fell over.
So Josh is now set up. Giant fucking horde of crap over there. And now he's going to roll to see if he gets a seizure. And start foaming at the mouth.
1.
You have an anti-seizure. You lose your turn.
Oh.
Alright, so first turn goes to the Grey Knights, and we'll come back at the end of the first turn and see what's what. So it turns out the first turn was Night Fight, and I could only have 1 unit fire, and that guy right there. He hit once, he penned the Dread, but because of the Shroud and Stealth, and the custom Mega Force Field, sadly, it did fuck all.
Well, I did roll a 6, so even...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harsh Language apparently was the only thing I had to fight the Foul Xenos this first turn. And so he's taking his first movement phase, moving his boys up. This should get interesting.
I play the game for fun. I play the game for fun. If I win, that's great. I don't back up because, oh, it's a knife fight and I can't see you. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be strategic. Fuck you.
I've got like 10 dudes. You have like 8 million.
Yeah, but they're orcs. You shoot them once and they die, except for the first shot that you took them at Death Dread and missed. Oh, but you penetrated what I said. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Also,
That's
Matt,
what she said?
Also, Matt, I can judge you because I'm a paladin. Wearing a paladin shirt.
I see.
Yep. Okay, fucking damn freaking orcs. Just too many orcs, man!
This is why I hesitate to bring your stuff to a tournament.
Well, you know, you could probably go more mechanized. I'm done my movement.
Alright, so the orcs have advanced in a line. The bikers are a bit further ahead because of the turbo boost. I get to roll for my reserves, but I'm going to do that very shortly. So, my guys have moved back here to deny shots, and it should be interesting what happens here. I'm probably going to end up deploying my squad out of here and trying to DACA those into submission. And very similar with those guys there. Night fight is over, so it should be interesting next turn. Probably swing these guys around as well too as our response. So, might be using them to address that as well too, because that's kind of nasty. Well, I'll see what happens next turn. Alright, I tried something risky here, and so I deep struck my Paladin, not Paladin unit, but the Terminator unit back there along with the Strike Squad. I did 1 wound to 1 knob with my Stormbolters of Strength 5 and Psy Cannon goodness. So that's fun. But I did, with the power of my entire army, wipe out 1 Biker Squad. And kill 4 orcs.
You did. 6 orcs.
6 orcs, my bad.
Well, no, you killed 4 orcs and wiped out the Becker squad, so yeah.
Yeah, and then I put some glancing hits on the dreads and one of the cans. My shooting has been ineffectual so far.
As per usual in this situation.
But I'm not necessarily doing poorly, if that makes sense. I did get first blood by wiping out the bikers. So that's fun. And I've contained him so far.
And you've also basically, what you've done by deep striking behind me is you split my force. Because my cans are going to continue to move forward. My Mega Nubs are going to continue to move forward. I know I'm giving away my strategy, but...
Your orcs.
My cans are going to continue to move forward. Those are going to move forward. Pretty sure I'm going to move my Shooter squad forward as well. And I'm going to try and take out these 2 squads with my Nob squad and my Slugga Choppas. Because they're better at hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Do you have any special characters in this?
No special characters whatsoever. I have no special characters on my list at all because most of mine are fucking expensive.
Well, I mean, like leaders or sergeants or anything like that.
Well, there'll be sergeants in both.
Okay.
The guy with the hammer is the Justicar.
Okay.
And actually, I don't think there's a Justicar in there at all. Justicar is back here, so there's no sergeant in the Terminator squad.
Okay. All right.
So, but Josh is doing his movement phase. Should be interesting what happens during his phase. I'm assuming those 2 squads will sell their lives dearly, as much as they can.
I think that I will do well, considering how many orcs I have left in this 2 squads.
And how much crumpin you have.
I don't think that your squads will be wiped out. I think it'll be the next turn.
Well, the Terminators, yes. The Power Armor guys, perhaps not.
We'll see.
Yeah, should be fun. So, my gambit sort of worked, in that he did, in fact, move his guys back, as he said he was going to. But, of course, the guys all died. Enough power weapon attacks, enough power fist attacks. Not even Space Marines are going to withstand that, even in Terminator.
You alright, Mom?
Yeah.
Alright. We're recording this, Mom. You just swore on camera. We have proof. So, anyway, we've got that going on. We've got the wall of cans still to deal with, and those guys there. I feel pretty good with the game so far because he is so far back now. I think the big armor knob's going to be a non-factor. I think we're just going to pummel these guys, and I think we're going to have a pretty solid victory here.
Still have not called my wand.
It's true. We'll see how it works. Alright, the middle of turn 3 right now. I've taken my turn. I wiped out one of the canned squads. Immobilized the Death Dread. I also mourned my good friends, the Terminators, and Strike Squad, who deep struck back there. They'll be remembered. And pinged that squad over there for 1 or 2 guys. So I think I did pretty well that turn despite some really crappy dice rolls. I've got my guys moved back here, giving way for the Orc Tide, Orc Advance, and we'll see how that strategy works out for me. Alright, and we'll come back after the end of Josh's 3rd turn. Later. Alright, Josh's Nob Squad and other squad of boys is tied up all the way back there. The Meganobs are still not in any at all. And these guys are slowly making their way towards my lines, but slowly is the key there. We are top of turn 4. And that's a very good positioning right here. I think that I'll probably be able to pull this out.
We'll see.
Alright, so we have one can here which is still mobile, but it's one of his close combat armor is ripped off. The other can's disappeared in a bevy of fire. Those guys are unscathed.
Shoot a squad completely wiped out.
Yeah, because of this nonsense right here. 4 incinerators will tend to do a number. Like 24 actual wounds caused. It was unfortunate for Josh. Not for me, but for Josh.
Boys are running that were left over.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they're going to regroup this time because he's going to move his warlord up and get them rallied. So at least he can get the big mech back in play.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. This is kind of how it was supposed to go, which is good for me, and really probably boring for Josh.
Hateful. Hateful. I knew I should have blew up that rhino. I was like, nah. What could be in there? It's just gonna be another squad of swords. Yeah, I'll be fine. Should have known. Should have known you had sisters in there with all their flamers.
No, it's Purgation Squad.
Yeah, whatever. Sisters, whatever. Same difference.
Oh, hold on, Josh. I got some special delivery from you from Purgation Squad. Here we go.
Okay, are you done?
Alright, so Killer Can came at me, and then Baby was incinerated to death. These guys come in here, ineffectual fire poured into there, so looks like I'm going after them right now, and it's the top of turn 5. Alright, so we went to turn 5, bottom of turn 5. Not a lot of stuff happened. Josh's Meganobs that were running rallied. Josh got his 2 remaining troops back to the objective, so we got that. So we both each have each other's primary objective. Mine here and his in the crater.
Surrounded by dice. That's what.
Yeah, exactly. 3 and 3 on that one, but I got First Blood, which is the breaker there, so I got 1 point extra because neither of our warlords were touched, and therefore I won the game. Josh, what do you think you did right? What do you think you did wrong?
I trusted too much in the cover shield that I had. Forgot that flamers could fucking own through cover. And I did not take the opportunity to shoot all my cans at that rhino, even though I knew there was a squad in there. I thought, another squad of swords coming out there? Yeah, my shooters can take that. Wrong.
Yeah, the incinerators are nasty, and that's the tough one. I mean, what do you think that I could have done better with my stuff?
What you could have done better? I mean, this squad here seemed ineffectual. This squad here seemed ineffectual. You were relying on the shooting. You have power weapons. I mean, I don't know if the swords are power weapons.
They are power weapons. They're force weapons as well, too.
I mean, yeah, I have a lot of orcs. But if you would have moved, second turn you were here, right? With your, you could have, with this one that had the flamers in there, you could have came up here. If you wouldn't have deep strike, you could have taken out both my orc squads. If you would have done it, instead of splitting me and holding me back, which was good for the knobs, you could have wiped out both of those squads. Third turn. Because I wasn't expecting flamers.
Yeah.
The dreadnoughts weren't effective. I would have been more aggressive with them.
Well, I mean, I think really the Grey Knights are a shoot counter-assault army. Because they don't have the numbers necessarily that other Marines do.
Okay.
But, I mean,
you don't want to get in close combat with orcs. I understand that.
Because we saw what happened.
Yeah. But the the two squads that you dropped behind me wiped out in a turn. They did draw me away.
And I think that was a necessary sacrifice play.
Okay. I mean, you knew that they were dead.
Yeah.
I thought they would last at least a turn. I wasn't expecting me to destroy them as quickly as I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think really at that point you should just send either the knobs or the boys, but not both.
See,
There's only so much havoc those guys can cause in one round.
Well, I mean, the last time I had a Knob squad go up against 2 Imperial Guard squads, there was an Imperial Guard squad that killed my war boss.
Well, that's an outlier event. It's not going to happen every single time.
I know that. I'm aware of that. But Imperial Guards, 2 Imperial Guard squad. What? That's 15 dudes a pop, so 30 guys.
It's
Give or
10
take.
guys a squad.
20 dudes.
But I had a blob of 30 and whatever else.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, and those are Imperial Guard. I was going up against Terminators and Space Marines.
Yeah.
And my Knob squad, you took it out by half with just your turns.
Well, that's because I had the
Power weapon.
the powers of the fourth weapon ability from the Brotherhood of Psychers, whatever else.
So I barely wiped them out in a turn.
Yeah. They did a number on you, but I think more than anything else, they drew you out. And I think, if you don't mind me saying, where you went wrong is trying to even shoot. I think if you had just ran and closed the distance, by the turn 3 you would have been in close combat with me, and you would have overwhelmed me. I mean, I think that trying to shoot here and there, it's just not worth it for your army. You need to move up. And I mean, if we were playing a tournament game, you would have seen my list and gone, "Oh, those are Flamerunners inside there," and you would have known that. So I mean, yeah.
Well, okay. Losing by 1 victory point, I do not have a problem with.
Yeah. I think just the game, unfortunately for you, was a little bit boring because you just kept getting shot at and nothing was happening action-wise.
No, I was fine. That wasn't boring. That's what my cans are there for.
Yeah.
That's the can wall. That is the problem. Another problem I had is because I moved my mech away from that wall.
Yeah.
Those cans and those dreads would have been much more effective had they had a cover save. Because when they had the cover save,
we saw the first turn, yeah.
It was just like, well, no, the second turn, because first turn you couldn't even shoot because it's dark.
Yeah.
I mean, you lost a whole turn of shooting because it was dark.
Yeah.
That game could have been dramatically different if you had had that first turn of shooting.
I think, though, that the Hammer and Anvil definitely screwed you in terms of deployment, though.
Yeah.
I
had a long way to run. Yeah, I started here, and look where my orcs are still, because I didn't run and I was still shooting.
You think it would have been a much better game for you with the Battle Wagon?
Night Dad.
No, I did.
What was that?
If you included the Battle Wagon?
I don't know. Because if I include the Battle Wagon, I would have lost the Dread.
I think the Dread didn't do much for you. I think the BS5 on the BS2 on the Dread is a huge detriment. I think that given the choice between that and the Battle Wagon, I would choose the Battle Wagon. Just because that gets the knob squad or whatever else.
See, here's the thing. No, I would have to lose a squad of cans and the Def Dread. No, I would have to lose a squad of cans.
Yeah.
Because the Dread, he was a troop because of my mech.
But the thing's also armor 14 in the front, too. So, I mean...
But no, I would have had to have lost... But honestly, out of the most effective units I've had, I think was some of the cans. I would have lost a squad of cans.
No.
So I don't know.
No. Well, I mean, we have time to play again later on, so we'll have to check it out. See, play with the play with that.
Yeah. Because I mean, you're absolutely right. The Hammer and Anvil is just too far for me to cross with a non-buggy army.
Yeah, even it didn't seem like much because you start 24 inches apart technically in the deployment phase, deployment zones, but. I mean, really, I can stand so far back. Even though my max range is pretty much 24 inches, I can have the time to maneuver up and then maneuver back. And you just can't catch up with me in any good order. I think the cards were against you, and I think that me pulling you back.
Here's the question. Do you think that I forgot a lot of rules? I mean, obviously, I've never been that... Because you're so good at saying, well, you need to roll this to hit me, instead of having to me actually learn it.
See, the thing is, I think you have the basics of 40k down in terms of the strategy. I mean, I think you know what you need to do. And I don't think that the rule set really affects that.
Okay.
I think that you knew you need to get the objectives, and then you knew what your orcs are capable of. And there may be some minor rules hiccups here and there, but I think that your strategies are generally sound, and you're a good opponent, no matter what. I just think that you were too orky there.
And you can never be
Too orky. I understand exactly.
That's a fallacy, Matt. Maybe I.
You didn't have enough strategery.
Maybe I should look into the battle wagon. I mean, I got it.
Because it's cool.
I might as well use it.
I had to show you another battle wagon, an alternate battle wagon that I saw the other day.
Optimus Prime.
No. It's a school bus.
Nice.
Yes, pretty sweet.
All right, shut that off.
All right, we're done.
Yeah.
Bye.